All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, May 6th. We have two NBA playoff games on tonight. In today's video, we're looking at game number 2 of the Nuggets and the Timberwolves series. Minnesota up 1-0 in that series. If you're looking for the Knicks and the Pacers video, that video's already been posted by the time you're watching this, so go check that out if you want some plays in that game. But nonetheless, I'm going to give you a lean on the spread of this Nuggets and Timberwolves game, give you a lean on the total, and I have two player props that I like as well. So excited to dive into both of those. Before we do, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make note that all of my final plays that I'm actually rolling with myself, if you do want to fade me or if you want to ride with me, those plays will be listed out in the pinned comment. So everything I talk about in today's video is stuff that I like, stuff that I think is worth considering and all that jazz. But my final plays, so we actually are rolling with ourselves and when I'm pressing place bet on myself, those plays will be in the pinned comment. But like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into game number 2 here. So Minnesota wins game number 1. Not that the Nuggets played bad, but the Nuggets really didn't have. They had one of their, lesser type performances in the playoffs thus far. So maybe it was a, cause of the Minnesota defense. Minnesota wins 106-99 in this spot, and maybe I'm falling for the trap here. I do like the Nuggets minus the 5.5 points. Reason being is, and again, maybe this is like the trap part, but we're all human. I just don't really see the Nuggets dropping both in Denver. Like, not to say call it a series, but that seems like it's a life or death type of situation for the Nuggets to stumble into, right? Overall, and this is a 3 seed going up against a 2 seed, so it's not unheard of. But after the Nuggets take it in 5 against the Lakers, Minnesota looked really good against the Suns. I even said last, for game number 1, I was like, prove it to me, Minnesota, prove it to me. They kind of did, but I just can't imagine the Nuggets only come to play with 99 points today. Jokic didn't have a terrible game, but it wasn't his best of games, right? 32, I think he had like 8 rebounds, 9 assists, like really not the best from him. He did go for 30 plus. Jamal Murray had a really night as well. 2 of 4 from 3, 6 of 14 from the field, only 17 points and 4 assists. So I do think some of these players have a little bit of an ability to kind of take a step up on the Nuggets side. And I do expect a little bit of regression out of, honestly, Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards went for 40 plus in game number 1. I think he's one of the best players in the league. Obviously, that's not groundbreaking or jaw-dropping, but 40 points, I don't think he recreates that. Cat did go for 20, so I'll give him credit there, but this seems like it should be a bounce-back spot for the Nuggets, even just personnel-wise. Again, Jokic with a few more assists and helps and dominates the glass a little bit more. Murray has a better scoring night, and then Anthony Edwards come back down to earth. It's almost like water finds its level, and I think that we're looking at, after game 2, a 1-1 series here. You can make the argument that 5.5 points is still a lot to lay out there, so I understand that, but overall, Denver minus 5.5 is going to be my first lean here. In terms of a total, man, I started looking at this from the under perspective, and I just cannot get there. There's too many playmakers on either side here, and you have two teams that, yes, the Nuggets going to play slow, and yes, Minnesota's a very good defense, but even still, like when they play transition basketball, they're both very good at scoring in transition. They both finished out the season being middle of the pack in terms of pace. So 207.5 still seems a little bit low for me. We got burnt taking the over in game number 1, but I think I go right back to it. Maybe it's the dumb thing, and maybe I'm the dumb one in the room, which wouldn't be the first time, but give me Nuggets minus the points. I just expect a little bit of progression from them and somewhat of a regression spot from Minnesota, and by doing so, I think the Nuggets actually can up this tempo and maybe score a little bit more. I think they shot like 40, I want to say, see if I can find it really quickly. Nuggets shot 47% and 42% from 3, like not bad at all, but I don't know if Minnesota keeps up what they did offensively, so that's why I like the Nuggets. And again, Minnesota being the defensive team, if the Nuggets win this one, I think there's a chance that it goes up and over. When it comes to player props, we're going to jump into the outlier screen, guys. If you don't know what outlier is, I'll have a link for the tool you're about to see in the pinned comment. You get 7 days free. My first play is Anthony Edwards, and I'm only really liking this because it is a plus money play. So don't go jumping down my throat being like, Anthony Edwards, you just said he's one of the best in the league. You're going to take an under? Yes, I'm taking his under 10.5 rebounds plus assists. He's kind of crushed this as of late, and I totally understand it. But when we look at what he's done against the Nuggets over time here, especially the last 3 games, he stayed under, dating back to last year. So, maybe that's too big of a sample size, but 7.5 potential assists, 9.2 rebound chances. To me, me, that screams him landing in the 8-9 rebounds plus assists category. And even in game number 1, right, he had 9 rebound chances. He had 6 potential assists, kind of followed suit exactly to what he's been doing, and he finished with 10. And to get this at plus money, I don't mind it whatsoever. Now, points I wouldn't consider because this guy's been going nuclear in the playoffs overall, right? Like, that's the spot in which I'm saying I'm not fading Anthony Edwards. Do I think he's going to go for 40 plus in 3 straight games? No, but I think he's going to come back down to earth a little bit, but still 28.5. Like, I'm not saying, hey, he's going to drop 16 tonight. So I'm really focusing on sort of the secondary stats here of rebounds plus assists. I like them both individually as well, under in rebounds and under in assists. But to me, it's like he's either going to have a good rebound game or a good assist game. He's going to play on the inside or sort of on the perimeter. So I like kind of throwing them into one here. And again, you're looking at plus 118 odds. That's really sort of my motivation behind it. Second play, I'm glad that we can get this line back to 2.5 here. It's going to be Michael Porter Jr. He's hit the over 2.5 threes in 5 of his 6 playoff games, had 4 last game on 7 attempts, and he's going to fire. And I love the fact that if this game goes in transition, he's going to kind of benefit from that with those catch and shoot threes. So again, Michael Porter Jr., yes, you're paying a little bit of juice, but this has been 3.5, after I think the 6 games, this 6 spot here, where we hit it in games 1, 2, and then we even had same game parlay game 3, right? This is a spot in which you kept seeing Michael Porter Jr.'s line at 3.5. Sometimes you can get it for 2.5, but it'd be like minus 160. The fact that it's in the minus 140s, I do think has a little bit of value there. You can see FanDuel, ESPN, BetMGM, and Caesars all kind of still have it in the minus 160s. So give me him over 2.5 3-pointers. Again, 6 playoff games, 5 of those he's hit in. He hit the over in 51% of games this year. When it comes to home games, he's hit in 58% of games. So I do like this spot for him. Do I think Minnesota's a bad perimeter defense or anything like that? No. But Michael Porter Jr. is almost, in my brain, honestly, a guy that matchup doesn't necessarily matter because he's even said it in interviews. He's never seen a 3 he doesn't like. The only time he thinks he can't make a 3 is when he senses the guy's coming over the top behind him and he can't see him. But tall guy, really good jump shot. He can shoot over anybody as well. So those 4 plays are what we're looking at in this spot. Let me know what you guys are rolling with in the comments with the hashtag ride of the day. We're going to be jumping on board with someone's pick in the comments. And then if you win, we continue to ride with you guys like I tell you in all my videos. But yeah, I think Denver knots this one up. 5.5 points is a decent amount to lay. I think we're in for a good series. But if Minnesota goes up 2-0 after 2 games in Denver, I don't know if this is going to be a great series. So nonetheless, that's what we're rolling with in today's video. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We'll catch you guys in the next one. And go check out Outlier, right? Link in the pinned comment. Catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.